Welcome everybody, I'm Antonietta, and today's class is a 40-minute practice to help inspire or ignite your creative side. We're going to be practicing some poses known to release any blockages that may be holding you back. So grab your props and let's get to it. Together we meet on the mat. Beginning in Vajrasana by coming down to our knees. Knit the thighs together and sit back on the heels. Hands can rest on the thighs. Lengthen through the spine as you press your tailbone towards the floor. Slow breaths in and out. If this isn't comfortable for you and you're experiencing ankle pain, consider putting a folded blanket under your shins. Position the blanket so your toes hang off the back. For knee pain, consider placing a rolled or fold blanket or towel across your calves and tucking it behind your knees. Or for any sitting discomfort, place a yoga block between your feet horizontally. By supporting some of your weight, this can take pressure off your ankles and knees. Let's take a few more breaths here. Inhaling, belly blows up like a balloon. And exhale, deflates navel to the spine. Keep this going on your own. Vajrasana, Thunderbolt, or Diamond pose provides immense health benefits. This is one of the best asanas in yoga for brain power, such as concentration and memory. Keeps the mind calm and stable. It also helps improve digestion and control hypertension. One more breath. Then shift your hips over to either side and come to a seated position as we bring the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly pose. Opening up the hips as you interlace the fingers around the feet. Elbows can gently press along the thighs, grow tall through the spine and through the crown of the head. On an exhale, fold forward. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take note of the sensations that move throughout your body as you come into each pose. Allow yourself to feel and experience whatever emotions arise. Rise up, flap your wings a little, signaling the body to relax. And when you're ready, carefully extend the legs out wide, coming into wide-legged seated forward fold. Open the hips enough to feel the stretch. Keep your feet flexed with a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pull your shoulders back and open the chest. Activate the muscles in your quadriceps to keep your legs still. Exhale, slowly walk your hands out in front of you. Be sure to breathe as you continue forward, just until you feel the stretch and comfortably sink in to find stillness. Let the head hang over, rest on your forearms, hands, or if your chest reaches all the way to the ground, you can either keep your arms extended forward or open your arms and reach for your feet. Option to use a bolster or a pillow here. And let's stay here for about 5 breaths. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back up. Bring the legs in about hip-width distance apart. Bend the right knee and place the right foot in the left elbow crease. Reach your right arm around your right knee to clasp the left fingers in a cradle effect. Gently rock the baby and breathe deep down into the hip socket. Release the grip and then take your right foot and bring it towards your sternum as close as you can get. Hold and breathe. Let's repeat on the other side. Lower the right leg and bend the left knee. Left foot comes to the right elbow crease. Cradle your left arm around your left knee and clasp the right fingers. Gently rock the baby and send the breath down deep. Release the grip and then take your left foot and bring it in towards your sternum as close as you can get. Hold and breathe. And release. Bring your legs together and straight out in front of you. Option to sit on a block or pillow as we get ready for Lotus pose. Bend your right knee, use your hands to guide the right ankle to the left hip crease, with the sole of the right foot facing upwards. You can stay here in half lotus, or you can go all in and bend your left knee and use your hands to cross the left ankle over the right hip crease. Sole of the left foot faces up. Go easy on yourself here and really listen to your body. Lengthen through the spine, shoulders are relaxed down and away from the ears. Place hands on the thighs, palms facing up. You're welcome to take a mudra here. Try to relax your knees towards the floor, close the eyes, and send the breath to any tight areas. If half lotus feels better for you and your body, then stick with that, but just leaving the right foot placed up and then bend the left leg in and place it underneath the right. Release the legs and let's repeat this time with your left foot on top and your right foot on the bottom. This will definitely feel a little different. Stick with it, or if it isn't in your practice, you can try half lotus. Let's take a few deep breaths together, sending it way down to the hips. Beautiful work. And release and turn to face the front of your mat with your legs straight out in front of you into staff pose or Dandasana. Fingertips or palms come right to the hip points or maybe even slightly behind. Roll the shoulders up and back, wrapping them around your back body, and find that lift in the heart. From down through the tops of the thighs, flex the feet and spread the toes. Take a couple deep breaths in here. Check to see how you feel here. Scan the body. As we make our way to seated spinal twist, bend your left knee and place it flat on the ground on the outside of your right knee. Inhale and bring your right arm up. Exhale, pull your right arm down. Place your elbow on top of the outside of your left leg. Turn your chest, head, and eyes to the left. Slow, deep breaths here. Slowly turn your head, then your chest back to center. Now repeat on the other side. Bend your right knee and place it flat on the ground on the outside of your left knee. Inhale, bring your left arm up. Exhale, pull your right arm down. Place your elbow on the outside of your right leg. Turn to look to the right. Take some nice deep cleansing breaths here. Slowly make your way back to center and extend your right leg. Big inhale and big exhale. Swing your legs to any side to make your way to Balasana Child Pose. Option to come into extended child pose if it feels better for you and your body. Arms can rest along the sides or extended out long. Melt your heart down into your little love cocoon and repeat after me. All I need is within me right now. All I need is within me right now. Listen to the sound of your breath. Wonderful. Tuck the chin to the chest and slowly roll up, coming onto all fours. Making our way to cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Cross your right knee over your left, stack one on top of the other. Sit back, sit bones root down. If this doesn't feel right in your body, option to rest on a block or a blanket. Inhale, reach your right arm out to the side and then rotate the arm inward so the thumb faces down. Exhale your arm behind your back, bend the elbow and work your hand up towards your neck. Roll your right shoulder back and down. Inhale, reach your left arm forward, palm up, and draw your arm towards the sky. Exhale, bend your elbow, reach to grasp your fingers. Use a strap or a towel if the fingers do not yet clasp. Relax and breathe here. Find that stretch along the left trap and all the way down to the right hip. Let me show you what it looks like from the back. Moving moonfully, release the grip and place hands down on the mat in front of your feet. Here's a fun and clever way to switch sides. Listen up, lean forward and rise up as we spin around. Glance at me if you need to as we make our way to Gomukhasana on the other side. This time left knee should be stacked over the right. Sit back and root the hips down. Left arm extends out to the side, then rotates inward so the thumb faces down. Exhale your arm behind your back, bend the elbow and work your hand up towards the neck. Inhale, right arm reaches forward, palm faces up as you raise your arm up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your elbow, reach to grasp your fingers, towel or strap. Take a couple breaths here. Mindfully release and let go. And make our way back to home base, tabletop. Take your time getting there. Once you arrive, walk the knees in towards center, sit back on the heels, belly rests on the thighs. Slide your fingertips towards your heels and melt your heart down into Balasana. 3 to 5 breaths here. Breathing deep, rock a little side to side if that feels good to you. Listen to the sound of your breath. take one more deep inhale and make your way back to all fours. Slowly bring your right knee forward close to your right hand. Straighten your left leg, allow it to rest on the mat. Shift your weight onto your right thigh. Forehead comes down or towards the mat. Pigeon pose. Allow your arms to extend out in front of you. Option to stack your palms or fists under your forehead. Inhale and sink deeper on the exhale. Slowly shift your weight from side to side for a more intense stretch that also targets the front of the left hip crease. Breathe deep. Rise up and make our way to King Pigeon pose. Slowly bend the back leg towards you, pointing the foot towards the sky. Reach to grab the foot with the left hand and pull it towards your body. Feel free to use your right hand to guide it in. Keep the front leg and foot active and firmly pressing into the ground. Flip your grip by holding the outside edge of your foot. Torso rotates towards the front of the mat, and lift the elbow up towards the sky. If you aren't there yet, you can use a strap or just hold it as close as you can with minimal discomfort. You can leave your other arm down or reach it up to form a mudra. Open the chest and look up. Let's hold it for a couple breaths. And release. When you're ready, slowly make your way back to tabletop and repeat on the opposite side. Coming into pigeon pose, left knee comes forward close to your left hand. Straighten your right leg, allowing it to rest on the mat. Shift your weight onto your left thigh. Forehead comes down or towards the mat. Allow your arms to extend out in front of you, or you can stack palms or fists and let your forehead rest there. As you exhale, sink deeper into the stretch. Let go of each negative emotion as it surfaces and embrace the feeling of release. Rock a little side to side. Rise up and make our way to King Pigeon pose. Slowly bend the back knee, pointing the foot towards the sky. Keep the front leg active and firmly pressing into the ground. Keep the left foot flexed and you'll be nice and safe here. Right hand reaches back to grab the back foot and pull it in towards you. Flip your grip if you can. Use your strap or hold it as close as comfortable. Torso rotates towards the front of the mat. Arch the back and lift the elbow up towards the sky. You can leave your other arm down or reach it up to form a mudra. Chest is open, gaze is up, and just a couple breaths here. And release. Gently guide your way back to tabletop. From here, curl the toes under and make our way to downward facing dog. Claw at the fingertips to release pressure off the wrist. Bend your knees one at a time or pedal your heels towards the ground. One more round. And on an exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, coming into lizard pose. Toes are in line with the fingers. Right knee is stacked above the right ankle. Inhale as you bring your elbows to the floor with your forearms flat on the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Consider using a block underneath the forearms here if needed. Head is relaxed and in a neutral position. Left heel is actively pushing back. Deep, full breaths here. Along with many physical benefits, this pose also has many mental benefits, including reducing stress, improving focus, energizing creativity, and releasing emotion. Let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, breathe deep, 2, and 1. Come up on the hands, wrists are under the shoulders. On an inhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Let's repeat on the opposite side. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Toes are in line with the fingers. Left knee is stacked above the left ankle. Inhale, elbows replace hands coming down into the forearms. Spread your fingers wide. Try to stay active in the neck. Right heel is actively pushing back. Deep, full breaths here. Come onto the hands, wrists are under the shoulders. On an inhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Ground down through the right foot or heel. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Exhale, bend your left knee, squeeze it into the chest and step it forward. Make sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Gently lower your right knee down to the mat. Option to place the top of your foot on the mat or keep your toes curled under. You decide what's best for you. Your left knee should be stacked over your left ankle. Take a deep breath and feel your hip open softly. Breathe into your hips. Option to bring arms up towards the sky, rest hands on top of your left thigh, or bring hands in prayer position at the chest. Crescent lunge. Taking a twist now. Inhale, right palm comes down to the mat, left arm reaches up high. Option to raise the back leg. Exhale and twist. Take one more deep inhale. And on an exhale, plant the palms, slide the left foot back in line with the right, coming onto all fours, tabletop. From here, curl the toes under and make our way to downward facing dog. Coming into crescent lunge on the opposite side, root down through the left foot or heel. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. Exhale, bend your right knee, squeeze it into the chest and step it forward. Make sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Gently lower your left knee down to the mat. Option to bring your arms and hands in any position that's comfortable for you. I'm going to raise mine up. Okay, here we go. Let's ring it out. Inhale, left palm comes down to the mat, right arm reaches up high. Back foot can stay rooted down or curl the toes under to raise the back leg. Exhale, twist. Deep inhale. And on an exhale, plant the palms, lift up on the back leg if it isn't already, and take your right hand over to meet with the left and walk it all the way around. As you pivot on both feet, you straighten the right knee, making your way to standing wide-legged forward fold, aka standing straddle. When you get there, turn your toes in slightly with a gentle bend in the knees. Deep breaths, coming onto the fingertips, option to use blocks, or you can bring the hands to the tops of the thighs. If the hands make it to the mat, you can place them wherever feels supportive, or you can deepen the stretch by grabbing onto the ankles, or peace fingers can wrap around the big toes. Crown of the head comes down to the ground or towards. Pause and breathe. Then moving from center, hands come to the waistline as we slowly make our way back up. We're going to make our way to goddess pose. Turn the heels in so that the toes are facing the corner edges of the mat. Adjust the stance as needed. Lengthen the spine, open the chest, and look straight ahead. Draw your shoulders down and back. Shift the hips forward, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale as you bend the knees and slowly squat down. Be sure that the knees don't go past the ankles and are stacked and in line. Okay, let's send the arms out wide. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, bend the elbows. Cross your right elbow over your left like you're giving yourself a hug, and bring the palms of your hands or the backs of your hands together. Lift your elbows as you sink down a little deeper. Nice eagle arms. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Straighten the legs and rise up. Send it down one more time and take the eagle arms on the opposite side. Send the arms out wide. Inhale. And on an exhale, bend the elbows. This time, left elbow crosses over your right. Palms or backs of the hands come together as you sink a little deeper. Lift the elbows. Pause and breathe. Gorgeous goddess. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Straighten the legs and rise up. Bring the hands together in prayer and place them at the heart center. Bring the feet together however you like and meet me at the front of the mat. When you get there, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Step one foot back, then the other coming into downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa, shift forward on your toes, bend your arms, lower to the belly, chaturanga, and then up to cobra. Moving with your breath, we'll meet in downward facing dog. When you get there, take a deep cleansing breath in and a long cleansing breath out. Gently lower the knees to tabletop. Coming into crow pose, place your palms firmly on the mat about shoulder width apart. Draw the core in and up. Inhale and walk the knees in towards the armpits. Begin to gently shift the weight from your hands to your feet by rocking forward and back. Dristi is out and forward. Lift one foot and then the other, coming to crow. Keep squeezing the heels up towards the sit bones. The navel is in and up. Hold here. And then exhale, standing forward fold. Let the arms dangle or take the hands to the elbows. We'll stay here for 4 breaths. Let the head grow heavy here. You can bend the knees or pedal them out, sway a little side to side. Let it all go. On your next inhale, come into halfway lift. This time, reach your arms back, palms face down, flat back from crown to tail, shoulders pull back and away from the ears. Exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms up towards the sky, upward salute. Then lower the arms by your sides, palms facing forward, Tadasana mountain pose. Draw your shoulders down and away from your ears, zip up through the midline and breathe. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other, plank pose. Gently lower the knees, coming to home base tabletop position. From here, let's cave into child's pose, forehead to the mat. Rest the arms alongside, fingertips towards the heels. Let the shoulders grow heavy and let the nutrients settle in. Slowly make your way back up, swing your legs over to the other side and extend them in front of you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, flat back, up and over and fold. Bend your knees as much as you like here. Relax your neck and let the head hang heavy and just breathe. Send your breath to any tight areas. Pause and breathe. Slowly and mindfully roll back up, reaching arms up and then place them down by your sides. Bend your knees and slowly, moving with intention, make our way down to our backs. Bring and cross your outer right ankle over your left thigh, just below the knee. Lift the left leg so your calf is parallel to the ground. Thread the needle by reaching your hands through to grab the back of the left hamstring and draw it towards you. You should feel a nice stretch in the right hip flexor, and as you rock a little side to side, a nice massage in the low back. Option to extend the leg here. Breathe into the area of tightness. Lower the left leg and extend it out long as you squeeze your right knee into your chest. Left heel is pressing firmly into the ground. Guide your right knee over to the left side of your body, twisting the spine and low back. You might need to shift your hips a little here. Look to your right, keep the shoulders flat or towards the mat. Close the eyes and relax into the posture. Breathe in expansion and breathe out contraction. Guide your knee back to center, giving it another squeeze, and then extend your right leg out long. Let's repeat on the other side. Bend the knees and plant the feet. Cross left leg over right, ankle rests on the right thigh. Lift the right leg, hands reach behind the right thigh, bringing it towards you. Option to extend and raise the right leg up, sole to the sky. Then lower the right leg down as you squeeze your left knee into your chest. Right heel presses firmly into the ground. Guide your left knee over to the right side of your body, twisting the spine and low back. You might need to shift your hips a little here. Look to your left, keep the shoulders flat or towards the mat. Close the eyes and relax into the posture. Guide your knee back to center, giving it another squeeze, and then extend your leg out long. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Spread your legs to the width of the mat. Allow the feet to splay out. Slightly tuck the chin so the neck is long. Arms rest by your sides, palms face up. Let your shoulders grow heavy and gently close your eyes. Allow your body to become heavy yet soft as you sink into the earth. Feel the ground support you. Take some nice, long, conscious breaths. Relax all the muscles in your face. Focus on releasing tension held in the jaw and between the eyebrows. Notice how you feel. Let your breath return to its natural state. Begin to slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch your arms overhead and stretch your feet. Slowly roll to any side and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. The hardest part is already done. You showed up. I hope this practice created a little spark or helped to activate the creativity juices, or maybe even helped to release what no longer serves you. Start where you are. Use what you have, and do what you can. Arthur Ashe. Thank you for being here today and every day. Create an amazing day. Namaste.